Hello, thank you for taking the time to open up this video. This video is the fourth agreement out of the series of the four agreements. The fourth agreement is called Always Do Your Best. And most people don't really understand what that might be, but I'll just offer a few insights. As an example, like we just had this election thing, right? And there was a lot of people that got really heated. And there was a fellow who wanted to hurt me emotionally. He was, bullying me on Facebook. And he was trying to get me all upset. And I said, no, you did what you did and I did what I did. And I hope you're happy. Like, go celebrate. Like, stop posting garbage on my wall. And I said, I did my best. And then I let it go. And he was just like, because he was trying to emotionally harvest me by engaging in a conflict because he was so used to the conflict. And I just said, you know what? I'm honoring me. I'm not giving you my energy. I'm not judging anything. We all did what we needed to do. And I did my best and I let it go. And that just sort of flattened it. So this agreement allows you to be completely immune from having regrets in your life. Most people don't know if they did their best. They're still looking to other people for approval. And based on your own assessment, did you do your best with what you had? Then you have integrity with yourself, you have integrity with your life, and zero regrets. And if you make a mistake, you say, man, I made a mistake. I'm so sorry. And then you might have made a mistake with yourself, which is probably the first conversation to have. So I'm going to read a little bit about this, and I hope that you practice some of this. This is really lovely. It's the classic book, The Four Agreements. I will share a little bit about the fifth agreement at some point. But I'm starting to get some really cool ideas for sharing personal development. That's what this channel is going to be about. Always do your best. Your best is going to change from moment to moment. It will be different when you are healthy as opposed to sick. Under any circumstance, simply do your best and you will avoid self-judgment, self-abuse, and regret. There is just one more agreement, but it's the one that allows the other three to become deeply ingrained habits. The fourth agreement is about the action of the first three. Always do your best. Under any circumstance, always do your best. No more and no less. But keep in mind that your best is never going to be the same from one moment to the next. Everything is alive and changing all the time. So your best will sometimes be high quality and other times it will not be as good. When you wake up refreshed and energized in the morning, your best will be better than when you are tired at night. Your best will be different when you are healthy as opposed to sick, or sober as opposed to drunk. Your best will depend on whether you are feeling wonderful and happy or upset, angry or jealous. In your everyday moods, your best can change from one moment to another, from 1 hour to the next, from one day to another. Your best will always change over time. As you build the habit of the four agreements, your best will become better than it used to be. Regardless of the quality, keep doing your best, no more and no less than your best. If you try too hard to do more than your best, you will spend more energy than is needed. And in the end, your best will not be enough. You can't do things for other people. You must do it based on your own reference point. Because if you look to someone else, they'll always find a way to make something about it not enough, or they'll come up with a story and you'll get hooked in that dream and that story. And like I remember having a person in my life and always needed to complain about something. Always. Oh, your jeans are too tight, or this is this way. And couldn't look at the cup being full, was constantly noticing what's missing. And this person, I would say, had some version of clinical depression. His best was backstroking in the sewer. It was pretty sad to watch. So your best based on your personal assessment, not someone else's. Just do your best in any circumstance in your life. It doesn't matter if you are tired or sick. If you always do your best, there is no way you can judge yourself. And if you don't judge yourself, there is no way you are going to suffer from guilt, blame, and self-punishment. By always doing your best, you will break a big spell that you have been under. The spell of, do you think I'm good enough? Like, really? There is a man who wanted to transcend his suffering, so he went to a Buddhist temple to find a master to help him. He went to the master and asked, "Master, if I meditate 4 hours a day, how long will it take for me to transcend?" The master looked at him and said, "If you meditate 4 hours a day, perhaps you will transcend in 10 years. Thinking he could do better, the man then said, "Oh, master, what if I meditated 8 hours a day? How long will it take me to transcend?" The master looked at him and said, "If you meditate 8 hours a day, perhaps you will transcend in 20 years. "But why will it take me longer if I meditate more?" the man asked. The master replied, "You are not here to sacrifice your joy or your life. You are here to live, let this land, to be happy and to love. If you can do your best in 2 hours of meditation, but you spend 8 hours instead, you will only grow tired, miss the point, and you won't enjoy your life. Do your best, and perhaps you will learn that no matter how long you meditate, you can live, love, and be happy. Doing your best, you are going to live your life intensely." That's fun. "You are going to be productive. You are going to be good to and for yourself." I love this question. Is this good for you? Because you will be giving yourself to your family with a full cup, to your community, to everything. But it is the action that is going to make you feel intensely happy. When you always do your best, you take action. Doing your best is taking the action because you love it, not because you're expecting a reward. You do your best because you want to do it, not because you have to do it, not because you are trying to please the judge in others or yourself, and not because you are trying to please other people. Whatever life takes away from you, let it go. When you surrender and let go of the past, you allow yourself to be fully alive in the moment. If you are impeccable with your word, if you don't take anything personally, if you don't make assumptions, you will always do your best. Then you are going to have a beautiful life. If you break an agreement, begin again tomorrow and again the next day. I think that we all suffer at times. There's an old saying, pain is inevitable, suffering is optional. But suffering is when we're telling ourselves a painful story. And that is usually because we're listening to an assumption that the matote or the inner critic in us has created. And we've said, oh, they don't like me, or they're not including me, I'm not getting invited to the party, and blah, blah, blah. And all of that, we can really create a lot of internal pain. And, I've had all those. We all have, you have, we have. And what I've learned to ask myself, number one, I'll place my hand on my chest and my belly, and I'll say, I'm so sorry that you're scared, or I'm so sorry that you're hurt, or I'm so sorry that you're confused. I'll actually honor myself. That's the first agreement, by acknowledging that maybe a part of me is kind of sensitive, and that's very true. And I'll treat myself like I'm someone that is important and that I matter, and I'm not looking for someone to co-sign that for me. And then I'll, ask my body what brings me joy. And sometimes it's so simple, cuddling with my dog. I have a Chihuahua named Boo Boo, and I love him. And I was always taught that, our animals are here to help us open our hearts. So I'll let myself live and feel his love. That's an example of doing my best. And then I get charged, and then I feel good. From there, I ask myself, what brings me joy? And I'll just go do that. And when my mind goes, I'll pull back and I'll watch. Is that true? Oh, no, there's a part of me that's afraid. Oh, that's interesting. There's a part of the mind that is afraid of annihilation, is afraid of death, is afraid of being poor, is afraid of not doing enough. And if we can kind of disconnect from it, disassociate, and just notice those thoughts, then we're not getting harvested by the matote, the inner roommate, the monkey mind. We're actually then can use that energy to create like an artist would create on a canvas. And our home and the way that we live is our creation, our relationship with ourselves. And then that moves into, our work. And if you're happy in your job, people will come to you and they will like you because you'll feel that you're happy. And so this is planting seeds and practices to help you truly get your needs met. And when you do, then you are rich. You don't need a whole lot of money because you feel good. We usually buy things till we feel good. We're doing it backwards. But if we feel good first, and then we do this, is this good for me? Does this make me happy? Is this necessary? Our life changes. So I will share the fifth agreement at some point. And I want to share some practices for you to really reprogram your subconscious mind, because all of this stuff, the default settings, the fear, the judgment, the criticism is all the subconscious programming. And I'm a clinical hypnotherapist, and most of the reason people suffer is because they don't have a way to unpack it and let it go. They actually need therapy because they're letting that stuff run their life. And this is just one set of tools that can help you have some fun, no matter where you are, no matter how healthy you are, no matter anything. So I hope you enjoy the channel, and I kind of enjoy making the videos. I feel like I'm giving back, and I hope that it brings you some nourishment and that you help make this world a better place by first working on yourself. Now, if you like this, please share and subscribe. Leave a comment. I've learned what I need to do so people can leave comments. I am learning. I'm a student too. Thank you.